Alright guys, it's a rainy and cold day and I'm in the garage. I've got it up to almost 60 degrees, which is absolutely amazing. But it cost me $800 in kerosene to do it. Alright, let me give you a look at this 1925 Chrysler touring car. I've got the steering apart. The last film I made, it was talking about the steering's locked up and I wasn't sure what it was. Well, I figured out what it was. Alright, let me let y'all see. Alright, we'll go over the car after I got it clean first. And what I did is get all the old wood out of it and all the dirt and the seats and of course the springs and seats, what's left of the seats, but the springs are almost 90% shot. So I'll have to make new springs for it. And you can see a piece of wood that runs from here, the front of the car, basically the frame of the body, all the way here, and it goes through here under that and goes all the way to the back. It's almost like a long 2x4. Well, that's rotted on both sides. And that's going to be a problem because now it looks like I have to take this body off the frame in order to get the wood out, to fix the wood. But we'll see how that's going to work. Frame looks good, so at least frame it and rot it in half. But most of the wood is gone. This is under the back seat right here. And of course the sides, that's the good side right there. So at least I can copy off of that. But this side over here is rotted completely away. And of course everything underneath here is gone. So there's a lot of woodwork in this to do. The doors are wood also. And they aren't gross. They're loose, but I think I can tighten them up. And there are some places that are bad, like that's the bottom of the door right there. That piece of wood's bad, but the side of the door and the front half of the door, the wood, and the top, of course, are okay. So I can work with that. So this has got to be knocked out, and then this is a pillar for the door. That's bad, and of course everything is bad on this side is most likely bad on this side. So I don't want anybody to throw up, so I'm not going to show it to you. So yeah, it's everywhere I look I see woodwork, of course, that needs to be done, but I was expecting that. But that's not really a big deal. But what is of course I got all the steering apart. That's the back half of the gearbox for the steering. And of course these are up on the steering wheel, all the levers and tubes that go through the steering column. There's 3 of them, one go inside another in order to work everything. And there's the steering column, and of course I pulled it up probably 8 inches to get it away from the gearbox, steering gearbox itself. Well, here's the gearbox, and this is the problem. Water, of course, did just about what I thought. It ran down the steering tube and then laid in here because this was screwed into here. So it laid on this aluminum housing, which is basically a bushing. And this is what adjusts the gearbox in and out. So this was supposed to slid in, and this was like a set screw to keep this from turning. And it's frozen. So this aluminum housing is frozen in here, inside this, and then this tube is frozen inside that. And heat gets it to move a little bit, but it's not going to free up. So I have got to get this housing out, of course, with the tube, and then I can get this off the tube. That's the easy part. But getting this housing out of this is really a battle. I've been working on it for 2 days, and of course you can't get real aggressive with this because I cannot break anything. So it's a real fight. I'm using heat. I'm trying to heat the housing up to see if I can swell this and get this loose. But so far, nothing I have done is working. And like I said, you can't get real aggressive with it because I cannot break anything that I can't make. So it's only thing I could do is keep laying heat to it, and then I go underneath with my I got a big red no bounce, plastic no bounce, and I hit the steering knuckle and like that underneath the car, and that in turns will like drive this that way. Now so far it's not working, but like I said, I can't really get much of a hit. I don't want to break any teeth off of inside there because the teeth are mashing like that, and every time I hit it, it does this. So yeah, so it's sort of a catch-22 thing. Got to get it apart, but I ain't figured out how to get it apart without destroying something. I guess what I'm going to have to do is just keep heating it up and tapping it and heating it up and tapping it and see if maybe worrying it like that will do something. But that's where we are. And I've got all the grease pulled out of it on the other side. You can't really see anything. So at least it isn't too gross to get to. And I put a pipe wrench on it, and with a bunch of effort I can turn it right or left. But that's with a bunch of effort. But it's yeah, it's stuck about as good as you could stick something. Boy, it'd be if I get the whole world to tell me how to do this, that would be great, but you know how that goes. I've gotten things unstuck before, but this is going to definitely be a challenge. So this is where I am. So I'm just going to keep fooling with it and seeing what I can do. But this is where we are. All right. So until I break something horribly bad, and the next video you'll see me crying because I screwed something up real bad that I'm gonna have to scratch my head on. But I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna keep farting with it. So I guess I'll see y'all later, and I'll let you know how it works out on the next video, good or bad. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.